The Christian model of television and radio is broken. In America, anyway. The audience is changing and the view of Christian programming is out of date. The message of Christ is not reaching a new audience as well as could be presented to it, and broadcasters need to do better. To create that new model, an analysis must be made of what is working and what is not. One of the strengths of theDove is the morning radio news show, which accounts for the highest audience and the highest revenue during listener-supported pledge drives. Instead of viewing theDove operations as separate TV, radio, and social media efforts, the decision was instead to view the content capabilities of each and how they could be used more effectively together as video, audio, and mobile technologies.
Early on, we saw the opportunity to blend radio, television, and social media on the same platform, reaching as many people as we can. And then the other thing that we saw was the unique opportunity to really create a new model in using the same staff to do all three. That was our vision. I think that vision was fostered by even some changes in the economy where everybody is cutting back. So we thought, could we fulfill the vision by using the staff we have on all three platforms and still keep the single brand, theDove? And I think we've done that very successfully with all three, using radio to promote television, television to promote radio, and social media to promote radio and television.
This linking has allowed the news operations to be used not only in obtaining radio audio for the highly rated morning news block, but also for news gathering efforts encompassing a wide variety of topics that could be used for both television and radio, where the audio can be lifted for radio, and the video efforts used to support news content for theDove TV and on the Dove website. This connection has allowed a natural step towards the creation of a series of weekly evening news updates, airing on theDove TV and the Internet.
Good evening, I'm Steve Johnson. From the Dove Newsroom this hour, as firefighters continue battling
a key to providing content on demand has been the complete reworking of the Dove website, as well as incorporating radio, TV, and social media audiences as well. Prior to the new website, Internet surfers decided between radio and TV sites. Now they're unified together.
I think one of the problems facing many multi-brand broadcast entities is where do you put the content? So we have theDove Radio and we have theDove TV. In the past, we've segregated that content. We've said, well, this content belongs to theDove Radio, so it should go on the Dove Radio website, or this content was theDove TV, so it should go on the Dove TV website. Well, now so much of what we're doing is cross-platform, and really what we're trying to do is to find that content and say, this is all theDove. It doesn't matter whether it originated on radio or television. We want to make that content accessible to all our viewers and on every platform possible.
Well, good afternoon and welcome to Afternoons on theDove. I'm your host, Perry.
This integration now allows programming content of both radio and television, as well as news updates, to refresh within just a few minutes of development. Not only have the news operations benefited from this cooperative effort, so has local originated programming become available for both TV and radio that can be shared on demand on the Dove website. A good example is with the program Afternoons on theDove.
We put them in the hot seat, we give them a lot of hot questions, and we send them home smoking.
Perry Atkinson takes on today's hot topics, from your health needs to financing to gardening tips, relationships, and spiritual life.
Originally designed as a live daily radio show, originating from the Dove Radio studios, now being incorporated as a locally originated television program as well.
We have a very loyal and large radio audience. In fact, the radio audience birthed the television and the social media through its support. So it was natural for us to take that connection that we have with radio and move it into television. And the first stage that we did in doing that was literally taking a radio show and putting it on TV. And the combination of that and the success of that proved to be very impacting, and I think now has opened the door for us to do more of it.
Efficiency of operations has become more critical than ever. At the same time, there's been a desire to impact the culture with a Christian worldview that is lacking in the media as a whole. Part of meeting that need has come through theDove's internship program, with a goal of training the next generation of broadcasters.
My name's Nick Consiglio. I'm 17 years old and I live in Sands Valley, Oregon. My name is Andy Sumter. I am 23 years old. I live in Grants Pass, Oregon, and I'm an intern at the Dove TV station.
The digital age proved that we needed to get more young people involved because they were born with that in their hands, they get it, they process it faster. And not only that, but technology in general changing so fast, we want to take advantage of the young people who, quite frankly, in many cases, use it better and faster than us older people do. So my vision was to look for the opportunity to train the next generation media professional and do that in a Christian environment. So we looked to the Christian high school, we looked to the 5 local Christian schools and even the local Bible college as potential students. In that, we're able to design a curriculum that they get class credit for, and at the same time, we are training them. Out of that has come some really quality and highly talented people that we're now using on staff here at the Dove.
The Dove facilities contain staff with differing skill sets and a goal of unifying various platforms to incorporate video, audio, and the copy content of social media together. Those platforms, along with locally generated programming, leaves a potentially limitless expansion of possibilities in an ever-changing world audience.
Be careful! There's some really pretty extreme airstrips out here. You know, they're short, they're flat, some that go up hills, we got some that go up to 23%, some are dirt, some are grass. All of them have pretty much unusual approaches into them.
Much of the rebellion against the status quo started at university campuses. The youth movement escalated from rebellion against traditional values to outright revolution against the state.
From Nashville, Tennessee, Love, Marriage, and Stinking Thinking, the program that takes on the common myths about life, love, and marriage.
Are you a good person? Have you ever lied? What happens after someone dies? You ever stolen anything? Trust in Christ.
Too much emphasis is being placed these days on the external packaging, you know, what's on the outside instead of what's inside.
What we're trying to do is provide homeless men and women a second chance through theater.